Hi guys, welcome to this video. So in this video, we will be creating a Spring Boot application from scratch, and we will be integrating the OpenAI with our API. So we will be creating a very simple API. We will see how to configure the OpenAI and how to talk to LLM and get a response from LLM using Spring AI dependency, right? So in the last module, we already saw the basics like how LLM works, what are tokens, what are embeddings, right? What is temperature and all that conceptual knowledge you have. So this module, so we will have 6 to 7 videos we will be doing, and each video will be built on top of other video. Very important you watch all the videos in a sequential order because we will be using the same project in all the videos one by one, and we will be building everything from scratch. We will be coding in the video, so you can follow along or you can also download the project. First step is to create a project. So you can simply go to Spring Initializer start.spring.io, and you can select some properties here, and then let's say our group is com dot, let's say I will just put hungry coders here, let's say AI chatbot, right? And then demo project for AI chatbot for hungry coders. I will just put some description and all, and then Java version we can use 21. And if you see here, the latest Spring Boot version is 4, but still OpenAI needs the version less than 4, because if I will select here OpenAI, you will see here OpenAI, this one requires Spring Boot greater than 3.5 or equal to and less than 4. So that means in the 4 they don't have yet support for OpenAI. I think it will come soon. So as of today, I will select 3.5.10, and then first we need Spring Web dependency. We will be creating the API endpoint, right? And then we need OpenAI. So we will be using OpenAI to connect to the LLM, like GPT models, LLM models. So we will be using OpenAI dependency. So I will just click on generate. So here if you see, I have opened the project in the IntelliJ, and if I go to pom.xml, so we are using Spring Boot version 3.5.10, and then these are just some of the properties. And then in the dependencies, we are using Spring Boot starter web, and we are using Spring AI starter model OpenAI, right? So which is the part of Spring framework.ai, right? Or Spring AI. So this is what we are using, and then our application is ready. The main method is there. So now we will create a controller. So we will follow the same concept. Like let's say we are creating a new API, right? So I will just go here and I will just create controller here. I will just say new Java class, and I will just say, let's say chat controller, right? So now this controller, we will have write our simple API endpoint here. So I will just say here request controller, rest controller, and then I will just say request mapping, and then request mapping I will just give something like, let's say slash API, right? So you can give anything based on the use case. So these two properties we need whenever we create any API endpoints in Spring Boot. So inside this controller, right, let's create a very simple endpoint. Let's say post mapping. So I will just say it here, let's say public string chat, right? And then I will just say request body, and then I will just say string message. So basically some input is coming, right? So I can say here message input is coming by the user, then this input we will be sending to our LLM model, OpenAI model, and then we will be sending the response back, right? So here if I will say, let's say return test, just a simple thing here, right? Our post mapping is working, and I will just name it as a chat, something like this. We need to send this input to OpenAI model, get response, and send back to user, right? So this we need to do it here in this API by using the OpenAI configuration, right? So now if you think here, right, OpenAI configuration, so here I will just mention the server.port and then 8080. Now if you think, right, like to connect to OpenAI, what are the properties we need, right? So we might be needing some kind of model, right? Because OpenAI provides GPT-4, GPT-5, other models also, and then we will be needing the API key. So these two things we will be needing, right? So if you want to create your own API key, so you have to go to OpenAI. So I will go it here. So basically we are using this OpenAI chat, right? And then you can go through this documentation in depth also, but most of the details we will be covering in this video. So if you see here, prerequisite to use OpenAI chat, so you will need to create an API with OpenAI to access ChatGPT model, create an account at OpenAI sign up page and generate the token. and this token we have to pass it here in our configuration file. So if I go it here, so you just need to create your account and then you can just generate the token. Just spend $5, right? $5 will be enough for entire learning and use in your learning projects. You can just log in, right? So after login you will see here like to create a new secret key. Like I already have one secret key created, right, for our demo purpose. So you can create new secret key here, and then you can copy that key and then put it in the application.properties file, and then you can also load it, right? Like you need something to load, right? Like you can load $5, $10 based on what you are trying to use or how much you want to practice with your project. So you can load the money and then you can use it. So this is how you can create. This is the first step. And after that, if you see here, we have to put this key, right? So I will copy this and I will just go to IntelliJ. So our this key is ready here, right? So I will put my key here, right? And then the next step is we have to use the model. So I will just copy the prefix here, springai.openai.model. So these things we need, right? So let's say the model I want to use is GPT-4 and key I will put it here. So now if you see here, if we go through this documentation and spend 1 to 2 minutes, so you will see here we have all these properties which we will be using in upcoming videos also. But the main properties which we need is, let's say, base URL. So this URL will connect to by default it will connect to api.openai.com, right? But if you know that this base URL, we can change it to Gemini URL also and other LLM URLs also who support OpenAI. So think of it like OpenAI is kind of a wrapper class, right? Is a wrapper which can connect to different LLM models, right? So one of the model, of course, default is OpenAI model, but in the next video we will see that this can be connected to Gemini also and other models also, so that we can do the comparison of different LLM models by using the OpenAI only, right? So we don't have to keep changing the dependency or add the dependency for separate models. Only one dependency is enough, which is OpenAI dependency, and we can just change these properties or inject it at a runtime. So base URL will get changed, API key will get changed, and other properties will get changed. But for this video we are using OpenAI only, so we don't have to mention this URL dependency or URL property because we are using OpenAI. So I've copied my API key, right? And here I think instead of model we have to say chat.options.model. Let's say GPT-5 we will use. And then one more property which is very useful is temperature. So if you would have seen the temperature video in the module 1, you will understand why we are giving the temperature, right? So let's say I'm just giving temperature here 0.5, right? So this temperature is very useful and we have already covered this video in module 1. So these three properties minimum we need for this video to connect to the OpenAI LLM model GPT-5 by using this key and by using this temperature. First we need ChatClient, and then we will be using the constructor injection here. So it is showing you a variable ChatClient might not have been initialized, so I will add a constructor parameter here, and then we can also build it here. So I will just say ChatClient dot builder, right? And in the builder we will be passing some chat model and then dot builder. So this chat model we can get it here in the input parameter. So I will just say here chat, something like this. So now if you will see here, right? So now our constructor is ready. Now we are getting the input. Now we want to use this chat client and send the input and get the output. If we are using this chat model, right, so on the runtime it will automatically read this file, right? We already have the chat options, so it will read these properties and inject into this chat model, and then it will be used inside chat client. So here we need to use the chat client. So let's write the code and then I will explain you line by line whatever we have written so far, right? Instead of returning test, right, so what we will say, chat client dot prompt, then we have to send the message, right? So message is coming from the input. So what I will say, message, and then message input, whatever message is coming from our post API body, and then I will just say dot call dot content. So dot content will give us a string response. So that's it. So we are using chat client dot prompt and we are passing the message we are calling the LLM model OpenAI, and then we are asking for the response. So this line, right? So if I will remove this, so this line will connect to LLM, give us the response, whatever we will ask, and the money will be deducted based on our API key. So the whole pipeline is working, which we discussed in the module 1. So let's go line by line now. So let's say REST controller, right? So REST controller, we all know this is the annotation, right, which will handle the HTTP request and return the data. And then we have the request mapping for the our endpoint URL. And then if we think about chat client, right? So what is chat client? So chat client is Spring AI Fluent API for talking to AI models, right? So if I give very simple definition, so this is the definition of chat client, which is the Fluent API present in Spring AI package, and with the help of chat client, we can talk to different AI models. And then this one, we are using the constructor injection here. So we are using constructor injection, and then based on this, Spring will automatically inject chat model here, right? So it will automatically chat model. So chat model, if you will think, like, where does chat model comes from, right? So you will be thinking we don't have anything here in this class related to chat model, right? So then you would be aware about auto configuration concept in Spring Boot, right? So because of auto configuration concept, it will read the properties in the application dot properties, and based on this one, right, it will be getting created based on these properties, which is the magic of Spring Boot, or that's how Spring Boot works basically. So we are wrapping the chat model here in the chat client using the builder pattern. So if I will see here, wrap chat model in chat client using builder pattern, right? And then chat client is giving us the Fluent API, and we are using the builder pattern. And then if we go to the chat method and the implementation, so if you see here the prompt, right? So if I will write like this, prompt, so what does this mean? So this means start building the prompt, right? So prompt is basically the complete request which we will send to AI, right? And then next step is dot user message input, right? So message input is like add a user message, and there are different kind of messages like system messages there, assistant messages there. So we will cover that also in upcoming videos, like different kind of message types. But here we are adding the user message, because if you will see here, if I will dot system, so you can also add system message. So there are different message type, but for this starting point we are sending the user message, and then we are calling, and then we are doing the call, right? So calling means execute the request, and then dot content means extract the text from a response. So under, so it is basically doing response dot get result dot get output get content, right? So Spring AI is just giving us the abstraction, so it is automatically doing in the internal thing, but it is just doing the get result dot get output dot get content. So this is how it is working. So we are using Spring Boot REST controller, Spring Boot constructor injection, Spring Boot auto configuration concept, and then we are using the chat client, which is the Spring AI Fluent API to talk to AI models. Then we are using the chat models. The properties are coming from application.properties. Then we are, wrapping the chat model properties, and then we are using the chat client to start building the prompt, pass the message, calling it, and getting the response. So this is overall very simple explanation how it is working, and this is what it is needed in all the videos. We will just enhance this project in upcoming videos, but this is very basic which every Spring Boot developer should know. So is I will just run this project. So I will just do first Maven clean here, and then I will just do Maven install. Hopefully no issue should come, but let's see if issue will come. So build is getting successful. So now I will go to terminal and say Maven Spring Boot run, and then some error is coming. So let's see why the build is getting failed. Identify and stop the process that's listening to port 8080. Let me change the port to 8081 as of now, and then let's me try to run it again. So now if you will see the port Tomcat server is running on 8081, and now our API endpoint is API slash chat. Okay, so now I will just say here localhost 8081, right, and API slash chat. In the body, I will just say, let's say, tell me about virtual threads in Java 21 in 19, right? So I am giving here message. So I will just change it to message input here. So I will just copy this message input and I will just change it here, right? Now, if you will see, we will just click on send, and then it is connecting to the OpenAI, right? So some error is coming. Let's check that. Okay, so if you see the error, right, unsupported value, temperature doesn't support zero point 0.5 with this model, only the default value is supported. So what I will do is, as of now, I will just remove this one. So by default, it will use one. So I will just remove this, right, and then I will just run the project again. So now the project is running. So I will just trigger the request again, and then again some error is coming. So I will just, so some errors will come in the initial, so don't worry. Still picking up the old value, so let me give it one here. Maybe it is picking zero point 0.7 from somewhere, right? So let me put it one here, and then let's try to run. So if you think now, so what is happening is this is going to the GPT-5 model, and then you are getting the response back from GPT-5 model. So that means now your Spring Boot application is AI powered application, or it is connected to the AI LLM models, and then based on your use case, you can take the help of AI APIs to solve your use case or any problem statement, right? So now if you will think here, now everything is coming here, and it would have caused some thing to us via the API key billing. So you can now ask anything and it will return you some response here. We have the AI connected, right? So it is connecting to OpenAI. It is using our model, whatever we are passing, right? And then it is calling this OpenAI model, GPT.com, and then it is sending the request, doing the response, and we are using the Spring AI ChatClient API to do all that stuff in very less number of lines of code. So that's the first step. So you should follow the step whatever we followed in this video. So in next video we will see that how you can control the different models and how you can connect to the different API endpoints or different Gemini and all that things we will be covering in the next videos. So this is the starting step. Spend some time. Don't download the project. At least you can do code with me. Whatever I am doing, you can do it side by side, and try to create your first project by your own, so you can at least get some hands-on practice.